Good evening, everybody, and happy Thursday. My name is Joanne Ray, and I'm the president of the Kentucky Nurses Association. And I'm so glad all of you all could join us tonight for our first actual KNA members meet and greet. So I just want to thank each and every one of you all for hopping on. For whatever reason you're hopping on, hopefully you will learn something tonight about the Kentucky Nurses Association that you did not know in the past. And if you know nothing about the Kentucky Nurses Association, I hope you leave with a wealth of knowledge and a lot of enthusiasm about potentially being a part of the Kentucky Nurses Association. Do you want to bring our slides up there?
Yeah, are they not showing?
No, they're not showing on my end. Are they showing on everybody else's and it's just me?
Okay, let me start over.
Okay. All right. So just a little bit about the Kentucky Nurses Association. We are in our 120th year this year. So we were established in 1906, and our mission is truly to be the voice of every nurse in the state of Kentucky. The Kentucky Nurses Association really is the voice for all 93,000 nurses in the state of Kentucky, whether you're a dialysis nurse, whether you're a home health nurse, any type of nurse, we are the voice for you. Our mission is to engage with and advance the profession of nursing through leadership development, evidence-based practice, education, research, membership growth, and then health policy. Next slide, please. All right, our moment for mission. Guess I will do the moment for mission tonight. So the moment for mission is just an opportunity for us. We do it with every meeting, is to really ground us and to really understand why we do what we do every day as a nurse. So today I would like to do my moment of mission for all of the certified nurses in the state of Kentucky. Today is Certified Nurses Day. So any nurses out there that are certified in your specialty, congratulations. It is an extra step to our profession to get our certification. It takes a lot of work. I know I have a certification and it takes a lot of work to get it, but it really shows the commitment to our profession and our specialty as well. So I just want to thank each of you that have taken that extra time and effort to get your certification. Marcia, do you want to do introductions and icebreaker for us?
Just want to say hello. I'm not on camera tonight. I've had just a teeny bit of a little issue tonight with and so I'm not going to be on camera, but I just want to say hello to everybody and welcome. I am the vice president for the Kentucky Nurses Association, and it is my honor and my privilege to welcome you tonight for this. We wanted to meet and just share with you a little bit more about KNA and just let you know, what we are all about, and let you also know where your dollars are going and want to know how we can help you. So if we want to go around, do you want to go around and let everybody introduce themselves, Joanne?
I think that would be great. And then just
Okay.
tell us,
Yeah.
just be very brief.
Yeah.
Tell
Please.
us, tell us what area and within Kentucky you are, and maybe what kind of nurse you are, or if you're a student, that's great as well. And then what inspired you to either join the Kentucky Nurses Association, and if you're not a member, then please tell us what inspired you to be a nurse or to be in nursing school or to become a nurse.
Yeah. And we say often, be brief, be bright, be gone. But we do want you to be bright. We want you to share. So for me, I am the vice president, as I said. My day job is I'm the associate dean of health sciences at Madisonville Community College, and also am in an interim role with KCTCS in their director of nursing role. So I've been in academia, golly, almost 26 years now, and was in hospital administration before that. I'm just glad to be on here. So I'm just going to go around the Brady Bunch that I see. So Ann Afton, if you'll go next, please.
My name is Ann Afton. I'm a proud member of the Kentucky Reach chapter, which is primarily located in Bowling Green, Kentucky. I am officially semi-retired. However, I still teach some education classes for TNCC and ENPC through the Emergency Nurses Association, and also an active member of the Nominations Elections Committee, which, by the way, we would love to have you recruit for other nurses in our state to join the party and start serving in the KNE as on some elected position. My name is, it's of course, Ann Afton at gmail.com. you certainly can send me a name and information. I'll be glad to get information out to them. But anyway, nursing has been in my blood for many, many, many years, and I want to see it continue. See patient care as our top priority in whatever settings we're doing, whether we're teaching, whether we're at the bedside, whatever capacity we're in. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anne, and thank you for that advertisement. We would love to have you all on some of our committees and cabinets. Jay, I'm going to let you go next.
Hi, everybody. I'm not a nurse, but I am the communication specialist for the Kentucky Nurse Association. I handle the publications, our social media, and our media relations.
Thank you. And we've had some killer social media posts lately, so thank you for that.
Thank
Sherry?
you.
Hi, I am Sherry Chandler, Membership Manager for Kentucky Nurses Association. I've been here for 5 years and I just love what I do. If you have any questions about membership, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm always available.
Thank you, Sherry. Next, I see Roxanne Begapo. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. Roxanne, can you hear us and introduce yourself? Okay, we're going to move on and hopefully come back to them. Abla Anani.
Are we having issues with everybody not being able to hear?
I don't know. I'm going to see.
I'm a participant and I can hear you all.
Okay.
I'm also a participant and I can hear you all just fine.
Okay, so I'm not sure.
But on my laptop, I had a good deal of trouble, so I had to get down on my desktop and sign in.
There you are, Abla. Yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself briefly.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Abla Anani. I am currently a nursing student at JCTC, and I am glad to be part of you guys tonight. Thank you for the opportunity to learn more about the KNA. Thank you.
We're so glad to have you. Thank you. Nikki, are you where you can introduce yourself briefly?
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. I am Nikki Wright. I am the CE Administrator, the Continuing Education Administrator for the Kentucky Nurses Association for the state of Kentucky. I am also a board member, and I am the secretary. I am the chair of the Education and Research Cabinet and the Nightingale Chair for the River City Chapter. The River City Chapter is our local chapter here in Louisville, Kentucky. And I am a nurse manager for one of the rehabilitation hospitals here in Louisville, Kentucky. And I teach adjunct faculty for Northern Kentucky University. And I'm excited to meet everyone on here. Glad we got a good turnout. Welcome.
Yes. Thank you, Nikki. Roxanne, are you on yet? Or you can hear us? We're going to keep going around. Allie Kinser. Allie, if you can hear us, a brief introduction. I'm going to keep going. Andrea G.
If you can't talk, if you can just put in the chat where you, if you're a student or if you work in what area in Kentucky, I'll put that in the chat as well.
Yeah. And I'm just going to keep going around until somebody hear me. Ashika, can you unmute?
Hello, my name is Ashika. I'm currently a nursing student at JCTC. I'm currently in my first semester, and I currently work as an MA at East Louisville Pediatrics, and that is the field that I want to work in as a future nurse. So I'm excited to be here. Yeah.
Right. We're glad to have you. Ashley Lacey. It's like Baptist Health Lex. Yeah.
Hey, my name's Ashley Lacey. I'm actually not at Baptist Health Lexington anymore. I just don't know how to fix my Zoom. I'm at Baptist Health Louisville. So I'm the nurse manager for ICU and CCU over at Baptist Health Louisville. Our ICU is primarily neuro and our CCU is a mixed acuity medical unit. So I joined KNA, I think right out of school maybe, but I didn't really get active until I was working in Lexington. And part of that was someone that I, knew at the hospital invited me to come to a meeting, and I just kind of kept going to the Bluegrass chapter meetings. And after I moved to Shelbyville, I started joining the River City chapter meeting. So I highly encourage you to get involved in your local chapter because it's a good way to meet other nurses. And then it'll also connect you to people that encourage you to do things out of your comfort zone, like joining the nomination and election committee. So I serve on that with Ann Afton. So I also echo what she said. It's another good way to just meet some other people from around the state, get involved in the organization, which really shapes, the nursing profession within the state. So if you want to be able to make a big impact, getting involved in those statewide committees is a great way to do it. You're welcome to email me as well. I'll put my email in the chat. And I can send you some more information about our different statewide committees.
Awesome. Thank you, Ashley. Avery, don't have a last name on here, but it says Avery. Can you hear us to introduce yourself?
She put in the chat that
Oh,
she's a nursing student at JCTC in her 3rd semester.
Great. All right. Bedia Camacho. Okay. And Benta Thorpe just put, she's our next one. She's also a nursing student at JCTC. So welcome, Benta.
Hi, yeah, my name is Caroline Williamson. I am a first semester JCTC student. My current job that I have for about 4 years now is a dialysis tech. So I plan on going into that after school and then seeing what I want to do after that. I'm in my first semester and I've always wanted to do nursing just because people have always told me I have a compassionate heart and I'm trying to just follow that feeling, you know?
Great. Great to hear. Welcome.
Thank you.
Erin Anderson.
I'm a travel nurse. I'm here in Hazard and work at ARH. I love it here. So I actually moved here. I'm from Kansas. Been a registered nurse for 5 years, and I've been in nursing for about 20 years. Started out as a CNA, well, actually a home health aide. I would give baths and cook food and clean houses and things like that. So I feel like I have a lot of really good patient care skills. So let's see. Oh, I'm a certified rehab nurse. That's kind of been my gig for a while. So I love being a rehab nurse. I was excited to hear that Nikki works at a rehab facility in Louisville.
Yes.
Yeah, from Kansas we say Louisville.
Yeah.
And I know out here everybody says Louisville. So
Yeah.
for me it comes out Louisville. So I'm getting ready to wrap up the end of my first year here. I've loved it out here at ARH and I love Eastern Kentucky. I love the people out here. The climate is a lot the same as Kansas. Like we had 70s the other day and then 2 inches of snow the next day. And I don't know where I'm going next, but maybe Lynchburg, Virginia. So April, I'm going to be hauling all my stuff out, but I am a member of KNA. And so I'm glad to finally catch a meeting. I sign up and then I end up have to work or do something else and can't make them. So I'm actually really glad to have been able to make this one. And so that's what I do.
Well, we are so glad to have you, Erin. And
Thank you.
You know, and happy Certified Nurses Day to you too. Yeah. Anna Howard.
Hello, my name is Ayana.
Ayana, okay.
I'm a first semester nursing student at JCTC. I'm a PCA at Norton Hospital and I volunteer in the NICU at Norton Children's. So I want a career in either PEDS or NICU.
Great. Okay, Jocelyn Herrera Orantes.
She put she's a pharmacy tech at Chewy's Pharmacy and is a first semester student at JCTC.
Awesome. Welcome, Jocelyn. Cassidy Smith.
There I am. Hi. Hi. I'm a JCTC student in my first semester. I'm a CNA currently doing home health. I'm into nursing school because I want to help people who are suffering. I'm kind of interested in hospice, wound care, and palliative care, but I'm open to being rerouted because I know that's how it can happen.
Right.
Really excited. And I'm looking into the things that KNA offers, and I'm really excited about that too because it seems like there's a lot of learning opportunities.
There really are. Well, thank you. Welcome, Cassidy.
Thanks.
Landon Mattingly.
All right. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right. So I'm Landon. I'm also a first semester nursing student at JCTC. I feel like I see a lot of familiar names in here. But right now, just trying to get through these semesters and get into ICU somewhere because my future plans involve going to CRNA school and becoming a CRNA.
Great. All right. Welcome, Landon. So I'm going to move on to Quinn Cavazos.
Hi, my name is Quinn, and great job getting it right the first time you try on my last name. I'm in my third semester at JCTC, and I got into nursing school after my experience with the healthcare system and having a positive experience, and I wanted to turn around and give back and help other people going through things. So I originally wanted to be an oncology nurse, but in my third semester, I am like really falling in love with labor and delivery. So I think that's what I'm going to do now.
Great. Well, we're glad to have you, Quinn. Shahad Albedani.
Hello, my name is Shahad Al Baidani, and I'm in my first semester at JCTC Nursing, and I'm so happy to be here today.
Glad to have you, Shahad.
Thank you.
Okay, so Tiffany's on the chat. So I think that gets us all. And hopefully, if you weren't able to speak, you were able to put something in the chat. I just wanted to have some brief introductions just so you see a little bit of where we come from. We come from all different places in nursing and all different specialties. And I'm so glad to see you students on there. It's never too early to get involved with KNA. We love your perspective and your engagement. So we hope that we can have something for you as we do all the nurses across the state of Kentucky. So I'm going to hand it back over to Joanne.
All right. And I just want to say, I'll give you a little bit about my background. I have been a nurse for 1992, probably before some of you all even were born. I have done just about all of nursing. My day job is I'm a director of nursing at Norton Hospital, and I'm the magnet program director. I am in my 20th year at Norton Hospital and my 15th year as a director, and I've probably been a director of just about every area within Norton Hospital that they possibly could have. I love being a nurse. The reason why I became a nurse is I cut my foot on the lawnmower in the first grade and spent 30 days quarantined to my room. So the only interaction I had was with the nurses, and they were going to have a birthday party for me if I did not get out of the hospital before my birthday, and they were going to bring the whole kindergarten class up, which would have been a fiasco, but I was out before then. I think they deliberately did that, but that is why I became a nurse. I have a daughter that's a nurse as well, so she's following in my footsteps. So I truly enjoy what I do. I've always served the downtown Louisville population, so I love the patients that I serve. I've worked my entire 34 years in the downtown hospitals.
Okay, education and professional growth. So we have many opportunities for continuing education. We have 71 on-demand courses. We have many opportunities for Chapter CE offerings and some virtual and online. We also encourage you all to, if there's something that you want to discuss and would like to do a CE offering, we'll be glad to assist you with it. And we also offer members receive discounts for events and educational courses. So say, for instance, there is something that you want to present, and you know someone that wants to present it and they're not a member, we do have a discounted rate that we will charge. But if you belong to a chapter, we can sometimes get a chapter to pay for it as a sponsor. So that's something that we often will do to get participation and engagement. And just know that when you graduate, you'll have to have these CE. So this is a really good opportunity for you that you could utilize. And also, one of the other things that you can do is the Honor Corps program for undergraduates and graduate nursing programs. And that's what Joanne Ray is over. And I will let Joanne talk about that since she is the one that spearheads that program.
Sure. So the Honor Code program is a great opportunity for you to get involved in the Kentucky Nurses Association now as a student or a graduate student. Basically, you're going to fill out an application, and then you get 20 hours between the time that you were in school, and those 20 hours have to be surrounded about KNA. So whether you can use your hour or hour and a half that we're going to be here tonight as part of that 20 hours. If you do our online CE courses, whether you pay for them or whether they're free, those count as well. We have different volunteer opportunities as well. We have conferences throughout the year. We have Nurses Day at the Capitol. We have our Leadership and Advocacy Conference in May. So any of those offerings that we have will count towards your 20 hours. And then once you get your 20 hours, you will graduate with the honor cord that you wear with your cap and gown that signifies that you are a KNA honor cord recipient. And you just continue to, throughout the program, you log your volunteer hours, and then you turn those in, and then we give you the honor cord that you can wear when you graduate. There's not any charge for it as well. So you can start it in your first semester, you can start it in your third semester. Of course, in your third semester, You'll be doing a little bit more quickly, but if you start in your first semester, just think you're only getting 5 hours basically a semester. So it makes it a lot easier.
And one other thing that we offer are the KNA scholarships. And so we have scholarships for students that are offered through the Kentucky Nurses Foundation. And we also have scholarships that we have offered for people that are trying to do research. We've already offered it this year, but say, for instance, when you graduate and you want to do a project for school, a different project, we also have a research project or a graduate project that you could get a scholarship for. So many opportunities to have scholarships. And we also have other scholarship opportunities in which you can get money funds from the school. So sorry, from the Kentucky Nurse Association. So once you go onto our website, you'll see where those opportunities are and when the window opens where we're taking those applications forms. So just search our website and then you'll see where the applications are on there. A lot of times people put on a platform and we are begging people to take the money. So if you look on there, you'll see where we have those opportunities to apply for scholarship money. Thank you.
All right, next slide, please. All right, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Kentucky Nurses Foundation, and that's really our philanthropic arm of the Kentucky Nurses Foundation, and that is where the scholarships lie within that Kentucky Nurses Foundation. And within that as well as we are able to promote nursing, and we're able to get additional funding for scholarships through that foundation. So that is an arm of the Kentucky Nurses Association. Is there a next slide to this one? Okay. And I don't think Paul's on here either. So I'll talk a little bit about our other arm of the Kentucky Nurses Association, and that's the Kentucky Nurses Action Coalition. And that is our advocacy arm. So if you think about as nurses, we do advocate every day, whether we're advocating for our patients, ourselves, or for some legislation within Kentucky. So right now we have 3 bills in legislation. So part of that Kentucky Nurses Action Coalition is to really advocate for those bills and any type of legislation that may affect nurses, whether we oppose a bill or whether we promote a bill. So right now, some of our advocacy priorities are SANE nurses. And for those of you that are students, that's a sexually assault nurse examiner nurse. So what those nurses do is they are part of the emergency department most of the time, and they provide both emotional and physical support to someone that comes in that has been sexually assaulted. They actually do all the forensic collecting of evidence, but they also provide that emotional support. And right now we have a deficit of SANE nurses in the state of Kentucky, especially in the rural counties. So we are working with legislation to come up with some information and some bills on how we can help get SANE nurses into the rural counties. Because if you have ever had anyone that you know been sexually assaulted, you don't want to drive 3 hours to a different emergency room to have that exam happen. So really just ensuring that we can get more SANE nurses to those rural hospitals. Workplace safety, workplace support and safe staffing. So really looking at safe staffing wherever you work, ensuring that we work with the Kentucky Hospital Association and other associations to talk about safe staffing. Nurse School Initiative, and what that is every school has a nurse in the state of Kentucky. Research has shown that when there's a nurse within a school system or within a school, there's less absenteeism and they're able to catch things more quickly if there's a nurse there, because students open up to nurses more than they open up to their teachers. So we're looking at trying to figure out how we can get a nurse in every school every day. And then we're working on another bill is workplace violence safety. So we've worked with Kentucky Hospital Association on a bill to help support workplace safety. And that actually is going through legislation now. And then the brand image of nursing and nurses as well is something that we are looking at. So a couple things that we do have is legislative engagement program, and that's an opportunity for you to become involved with your legislator that you work with, that is your constituent within your county or city. So really pairing you up with someone. We have 100 and we are missing a couple within the rural counties. But if you're interested in being a part of that, we do have someone that leads that and we can tap you into that. Nurses Day at the Capitol happens once a year. It's happened already this year for February. For your nursing students, please talk to your professors and see if that is a day that you can take off of school and go. It is a great opportunity. We have legislators that come and talk to us about their priorities, and then we also talk about our priorities as well. And then our leadership and advocacy conference is May 20th, which is a Friday. And if you have the opportunity to attend that, that is at Frontier University, which is in Versailles, and we will have legislators there as well. And then we have a governmental affairs cabinet, and we do have staff nurse on our governmental affairs cabinet, but there are positions open on that cabinet as well. And that cabinet is very active in our legislative priorities. And during session, they meet very frequently. Some of them actually testify for our bills as well. So that is a very active and engaged cabinet. You can also track our bills that we're working on through the KNA website to stay informed about what bills we're opposing and what bills we do support and what bills we're just watching to see. So a lot of information about our advocacy. Just look at our bills. We look at any bill that could potentially affect nurses or our profession.
Well, I would like to point out that we have Rachel Bentley, another board member that joined us. So, Rachel, I'd like for you to introduce yourself.
Good evening, you guys. I'm Rachel Bentley. I'm chair for the Professional Nursing Practice and Advocacy Cabinet. I'm so sorry I'm late. Just running, right, like everybody else. But glad that I was able to jump on. We are starting a new empowerment series that really talks about the value of the nurse, of course, advocating and just during these kind of turbulent times, how we can hold value in what we do and stick together in doing so. So look for more information that's going to come out regarding that. This session will be on May 14th, but we're still kind of in the planning and development stage, but we'll be trying to advertise here in the next couple of weeks, and we would love to have you. But yes, nice to be on here, you guys. I'm sorry I'm late, but I'm on now.
You're fine. We have several nurses and lots of students.
Yeah.
Was able to join us too. April is the co-chair of our governmental affairs cabinet. She is a CRNA, and I think she was just going to put something in the chat, but I wanted to acknowledge her attendance as well. Amy,
yeah.
Do you want to take over and talk about the openings we have? Thought I saw you try to hop back on.
There
Are you
are.
There's Amy. Hi, Amy.
Hello. Yeah. So openings that we have. So have you reviewed any of them yet?
No.
Okay. So we have a board of directors. For our board of directors, we have a treasurer and a director at large position.
Yes.
Okay. And then for governmental affairs, the cabinet, we have a staff nurse we're looking for and a member at large. Our ethics and human rights, we have a chair and then a member at large. Nominations and elections, a member at large. Educational research cabinet, looking for a staff nurse, administrator, nurse faculty, or nurse researcher. And then for professional nursing practice and advocacy, I'm looking for administrator, member at large, staff nurse, educator. So if you know anybody who's interested in any of these positions, please let us know and refer them to us.
And Anne, do you want to give them your email one more time so we know how to get in touch with you?
Thanks, Amy, for everybody's chiming in. I really appreciate that. Share with wherever you work. Any nurse in Kentucky, we want to have your voice. We need experts from all over the state to come and help us share what great things nurses do and help us point that out. We have many cabinets and positions available. Please reach out. Myself again, my email is annafton@gmail.com. Delighted to hear from you. We can give you all the information you need.
And we do sometimes have opportunities for nursing students as well. So if there are any nursing students, just if you say, I would be interested in something with the KNA, if you would drop your name in the chat box, we will keep it on record when we do have student nurse positions available as well. All right. Sherry, you want to go to the next slide? This is you.
It is.
Jay. One of you two.
It is me and Jay. So I want to show you how to navigate into the website. So I'm going to close out this PowerPoint for a moment and share the website. hopefully. Give me 1 second. Sorry. All right, let me share. Okay. I just wanted to just touch some points on the website so that you can navigate a little easier. One thing is there's a search bar here. If you click on that search bar and type in anything, you're going to be able to find it. And so, for instance, let's just say you want to know what our legislative priorities are. Well, it would help if I spelled right, huh? You could just search it, and then, as you can see, it'll come up here, and then it'll direct you straight to where our priorities are. Here's our advocacy tab. If you go down to legislative, you find that request to support or oppose an issue or legislation. And then here is the 2026 bill tracker. And leadership, there is information on all of our boards, and staff members are on here too. So this is just a good way of learning who our leaders are. If you go to membership, this is where you can join here. And also the student members have their own portal here. This is where you can find the honor cord information, newsletters, scholarship information. Let's see. I feel like there was something else I was gonna, and also, I don't know if everybody's familiar with this, but we do accept LPNs, and we encourage LPNs to join us. So if you have any questions about LPN membership, please feel free to reach out to me. But here is that application. You can find that here as well. We have photos, photo gallery of our events. Education, Dr. Wright, Nikki Wright talked about CE offerings. If you want to host a CE, if you're interested in that, this is where you would find the application to apply for that, hosting a CE program. And then there's the member and non-member applications there. Hit the PowerPoint back.
Since we have so many students, do you want to talk through how to become a student member since it's free? Or maybe put it in the chat box, maybe whichever way.
Yes, I can do that. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that. I think the best way for me to do that is to put it in the chat.
Hey, Sherry, it's Amy. Can you also include, I think one of the best enticing things for students is the Honor Cord program that we do offer. Can you also include how to do that in there also? I know you have a great tip sheet on that because I used it with my LL.
Yes. And they can also find it on the website where under membership, and you scroll down to student members, it's there as well. But I am happy to put that in the chat as well. Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, not a problem. Yes, I will get that in there. We have media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and 365, which I will, on the next slide, I believe, is where you can scan if you have an Apple or if you have an Android, you can scan those codes and download it. I highly recommend the KNA 365. We use that for our events whenever we have conferences. It's also a good way to communicate with other members. There's a member directory on there. You can register for events, news and that, like everything that you would need to know about KNA would be on the KNA 365 app. It is. And also you can chat with other members. It's a really good tool to have. And Jay is on here, and I'm going to let him talk about our publications for KNA.
Howdy folks, I'm Jay, and I handle the editing and layout of our primary publications. We have our twice monthly e-news. These are newsletters that break down spotlight chapters, members, and give you just sort of small regular updates, keep you updated on ways you can contribute to the organization. And then I also handle our special bulletins, which happen monthly, and these go into more detail about news and legislature we're following, stuff that's a little more in depth. And then I also handle our quarterly publication, The Kentucky Nurse, which handles academic articles that are covered by our editorial board, editorials submitted by members, as well as more in-depth updates about news and legislation that wouldn't typically go in the special bulletin. So if any of you have topics that you want to speak on, or want to show off stuff that your chapters are doing, by all means, send it my way. would love to hear from you all, and I want to make sure that you all feel heard in the organization.
Thank you, Jay.
I apologize. I thought I had that slide on here.
And we have a Facebook too, so you can follow us on Facebook as well. So we'd love to have you. So just some upcoming reminders. So we will have a election forum on July 16th. So that is when all of our candidates for our open positions will have, I think it's 2 minutes to talk about why they would like to have the position that they have. It's a great information session to understand the candidates and to get to know them. So you can make an informed decision at your election. And our elections are August 1st through the 15th. We do have 5K run, walk, sprint, whatever you want to do. September 12th, it's our second annual, and we will be focusing on the 120 years of the KNA. That's kind of our theme. That's going to be at Freeman Lake, which is in E-Town. Not just a little short trip up the road. If you're interested in volunteering for that or helping with that, we will need volunteers for that. But if you're interested in maybe a group of you all coming from your school or from your organization and walking together, it's a great opportunity. It's not on the road. It is actually a path in the park, which makes it really nice. And it's a nice little park as well. September 8th is our Kentucky Nurses Foundation One Day of Giving. We will be having a town hall in September. We will actually have a meet and greet of the actually candidates, the people who were elected into the positions. We have a business meeting on September 24th. In November, this will be our third Leadership and Legacy Gala, which we will have some awards for that evening as well. There is a Student of the Year, right? I think if I remember correctly, Student of the Year award. And then there's Leader of the Year, Nurse Leader of the Year, and Researcher of the Year, DEI of the Year. And we don't have all of those out yet. And then our annual conference is November 13th. And then we will have a leadership retreat in December as well. So just some upcoming reminders for those of you that are students. I would say if you can attend as many of these as possible, you get your name out there. I do have a couple names that are people that are interested as students. That would be great. Any additional information? Next slide there, I think. We're going to open it up to not round table, but open it up. Do you all have any questions for any of us KNA members or board members that you have questions for us? We're open. We'll answer anything.
I have a question.
Sure.
So the Honor Cord program, that is
Yeah.
for the KNA members only, is that correct?
So you're a first year student at JCTC, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Did I write that down right? Good. I'm glad
Yes.
I wrote that down right. So you become a KNA student member, which is free. So Sherry will put that information in, and then you would proceed with getting your volunteer hours, and then you would get your Honor Cord. So there's no cost to go through the Honor Cord program.
Okay. So my question is, I've attended 2 of these meetings, and you said, I believe the KNA meetings, education, events, and volunteering were all part of that 20-hour.
That's correct.
Okay. So would it work backward because I
Sure,
have not joined KNA yet, but
we'll let it go backwards. That's fine.
okay. That's what I needed to
Yeah.
know. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Because I think some people don't know about it. So absolutely, we could do that.
Great.
I also have a question about that Honor Cord program.
Yes.
Before this meeting, and I've been a student member and I've attended quite a few events, but before this meeting, I always understood it to be like exclusively volunteer hours going towards that. And so anything that I didn't actually like volunteer for, I didn't like track because I just thought, it was like about helping set up and helping organize, not about participating. So
yeah, you can retro and go back. Like if you took CEs, you can pull those off. If you attended Nurses Day at the Capitol, we have all records of those. So you just need if you have them, we can go back and
validate them.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You guys are making me so excited that you're interested in the Honor Cord program.
Me too. Anybody else have any other questions?
If we are interested in volunteering for these fall season of events, volunteering to help set up and all of that, is there like a better time to remind you all of our interest in that so that we can?
I would go ahead and email admin@kentucky-nurses.org. His name is Justin, and just say, I'm interested in volunteering for whichever event you want to volunteer for, and then he will send that to the right person. So say, I'm going to make this up, Gwen, say you're interested in volunteering for the 5K, either setting up or whatever, then you can email him and then he'll make sure he gets it to that coordinator for that event. And then they would reach out to you and say, what would you like to do?
Okay, thank you.
Anybody have any other questions? All right. Well, if you think of any other questions when you leave, when you hop off, you can always email myself. Mine is president@kentucky-nurses.org. Super simple to email me. I'll be able to answer those questions for you and get you. If I can't answer the questions, then the amazing team at the KNA, I call them the Firecracker Five. Is that what I said? Firecracker Five? I think that's what I said because they are amazing. They'll answer the question if I don't have the answer. So we'll get it to you. All right. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it.
I just wanted to say, this is Erin. While y'all were talking, I was listening and I hopped onto the Play Store and downloaded the KNA app. It is really nice. I would suggest all the students do that. It's a super nice app.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Good. All right. Thank you all so much. If you ever need anything, please reach out to us. We're here for each and every one of y'all, whether you're nurses or nursing students, because eventually you'll be taking care of me, all these nursing students. So thank you so much. Have a great night.
Great meeting. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you for hosting. Have a good night, evening.
Bye.
Thank you.